Denis Cimaf, how it's made. It all begins with our precision CNC machines, measuring and cutting pieces of steel into the parts that will be used to form a Denis Cimaf mulching head. In the meantime, work has already begun on the rotor, where robotic welders are installing tooth holders onto the round rotor tube. The tooth holders are what allow the cutting teeth to be mounted to the rotor tube. They are tacked where they are loaded onto the rotor by the robot and then welded in place. Rotor rakers are then fixtured, tacked, and welded onto the rotor. Rotor rakers are the limiting ring details that allow the controlled depth cut of tree material. The number of rakers varies depending on the size of the model, and the total length of the rotor is measured precisely to ensure the spacing is accurate. The rotor then moves on to its first balance. Spinning at 400 revolutions per minute, this step ensures the rotor is not spinning off balance or any of the parts are loose in any way. The rotor may need to have additional steel welded on to add weight in places where it is off balance. Advanced technology pinpoints exactly where the rotor needs to be balanced before moving on to the next step. The frame of the head is now being tack welded together. Engineered fixtures in our facility control the fitment of parts in key areas, which leads to better fitment of other parts that will be added to the head down the line. Quick clamps allow the heads to be quickly loaded and unloaded as they prepare to move to the next step. Once passing a quality check, the frame is ready to move on to the robotic welders. The robotic welding process is completed using rapid arc GMAW, a type of weld that produces less spatter than traditional constant voltage welding. The robotic welder is able to complete a unit 30% faster with excellent bead profile results. Once welded together, the frame and rotor will move on to be painted. The parts are electromagnetically charged before heading into the paint booth, where the powder coat is then applied. In addition to increased durability, powder coat provides a smooth, even finish that automatically self-levels as the powder meets the charged surface of each part. After leaving the paint booth, it's time for all of the parts to come together in the assembly area. The frame is attached to the rotor by carefully guiding the rotor assembly into the shell with an overhead crane, then sliding the bearing carrier assemblies onto the rotor shaft and bolting the assemblies to the frame with high-strength bolts. The mowers then go to another area where the drive motors are installed along with the high-pressure hydraulic hoses. After assembly, units are then quality checked for fitment, finish details, and performance. Every Denis Cimaf head then goes through one final balance, spinning between 2,300 and 3,300 revolutions per minute, which is the speed they will perform at when they're out in the field. After the final balance, they will return to the assembly area for final installation of the tree catcher, decals, covers, etc. Once it is balanced and approved, it's off to shipping to get wrapped up and ready to be sent out to our dealers and customers. Included with the purchase of every Denis Cimaf unit is transport pallet or stand, Denis Cimaf startup and warranty form, manuals for parts, service, and operation, end-user documents, and a customer kit that includes extra replacement hardware, grinding discs, service tools to maintain your mower, a complete set of extra teeth and hardware, and more. Once out in the field, your servicing Denis Cimaf dealer will work with you to schedule a Denis Cimaf technician to arrive on site to perform a startup and properly tune the mower for its mounted application. After the final inspection and tune-up, your Denis Cimaf is now ready to clear the way.